Good afternoon, and welcome to the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce, uniquely Urbandale. I'm J. Michael McCoy for webcast1live.com. Today, I want to introduce you to one of Des Moines' franchisees for the Chick-fil-A. The gentleman is Cody Hopper.
That's correct.
Did I say that right?
Absolutely.
All right. Cody Hopper, and Cody just opened the store, and I have to admit, he did this just for Chris Roloff and I. Just about, 100 yards outside of our front door.
Throw two rocks.
Because both Chris and I are just huge Chick-fil-A fans. So it's wonderful to have Cody here, and welcome to Webcast One Live.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So where are you from?
I'm from Hickory, North Carolina. Just small town USA back on the southeast coast.
Okay. And Hickory, South Carolina. So did you grow up in the restaurant business, or? I
did not. Actually, when I was at school, at college at NC State, I majored in sport management there. I thought I wanted to be on the collegiate level as a coach or in athletic administration. Worked at Chick-fil-A part-time, and Tom O'Brien, our head coach at the time of my senior year, he got let go that year. And I just talked with my local operator, and he said, "Hey, it doesn't look like it's going to move forward in the sports management field for you." And I knew that the Lord had a calling for me with Chick-fil-A. So he said, "Hey, if you press through for the next 3 to 5 years, you could be your own owner operator one day." And here we are in Des Moines, Iowa.
And you said that your store 2058.
58th store of Chick-fil-A.
And how many do they have altogether? 2058.
Right now, we're opening at least one a week now.
Wow.
Each year. About 125 stores open annually. So we're excited to be a part of that.
All right. And so where was the last place that you lived before you came to Des Moines?
I lived in Salt Lake City, Utah. So that was for 5 months in a program with Chick-fil-A called the Leadership Development Program. And so I ran an actual existing mall store for about 5 months prior to the selection process with the Chick-fil-A.
All right. And then did you get to decide where you go, where you move to, or is it kind of like a pass, you just get assigned to Des Moines?
Yeah, and in a sense, you select a region. So I selected the Midwest region, and it just so happened that there was 3 or 4 options, and Des Moines happened to be one of them. Once I got off the plane here in Des Moines, I just felt like, the Lord called us here, and with my wife and son, and just felt like this is a great place to call home, and we've been so welcomed with the community here, and even with opening our store, we've been very blessed. So.
Yeah, and I've lived in 2 places in my life, Nebraska and Iowa, and we're only talking about 4. Mm-hmm. So I've literally lived nowhere else. But I tell you, the thing that I hear more often is people who come here for the first time, they're surprised. They think they're going to see pigs running in the streets. And then they just can't realize we are genuinely nice people. We're Iowa nice.
You are, absolutely. And the movie goes back with Kevin Costner in The Field of Dreams. I used that, and once we got off, we saw the cornfields, but that makes us feel at home. We're from small town agriculture in North Carolina, so it just really resonated with us, and we're excited to be here.
Now, what's your wife's name?
Nicole.
And what about your son?
Hank.
Hank, I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Southern gentleman, Mr. Hank.
All right, and does your wife work with you in the store, or is she a stay-at-home mom?
She's a mom. She works a little bit part-time. She has a career in insurance. Okay. She was with them about 16 years prior to us moving here, so she does a little bit, about 12 to 15 hours remotely for a company back in North Carolina.
All right. So let's talk about the best thing you like about Des Moines so far.
Oh, I love the food.
The food?
Absolutely, yeah.
Other than Chick-fil-A?
Other than Chick-fil-A, I can throw a couple plugs out there.
Go ahead.
Jethro's is one of our favorite spots. PD's barbecue. We love barbecue, and that's a lot of our sweet spots.
Well, when you're from Hickory, North Carolina, I would expect that you'd love barbecue.
That's right. You gotta whittle your neck when you say Hickory. So
if I was your long lost friend from college and I called you up and I said, "So tell me one of the coolest things that's happened to you since you moved to Des Moines," what would it be? That's
a good question. I'd say we found a church home. As soon as we got here, we knew we had to build some community really quick. So we're attending Summit Creek over in Johnston right now.
Yeah, good.
It's a new church with Pastor Jonathan Palmer, and just the team there that he's built, and it's just really been a great a thing for our family to plug into life groups, to plug in just anywhere where we can serve at the church.
Yeah, that's important. When you're I don't know myself, but I never did it outside of Des Moines, Iowa. And that's not true. I did some things outside of Des Moines, Iowa, but I always lived here. I would travel to Kansas City or to Lincoln to Omaha where I had stores. Sure. But I I always ask that question because I've never had that experience. I've never had an experience where I take my family and we just go plop down someplace and start all over again.
Yeah.
And so in many ways I envy you, but in many ways I don't know how you do it. And how long do you think you'll be here in Des Moines then?
This is our forever home,
okay.
Unless something changes with Chick-fil-A. But we planted our roots here, and we love the community. We love what Des Moines is all about, and just how it's thriving and growing very rapidly. And that's what we're trying to spread the brand of Chick-fil-A and promote that awareness while we're here.
All right, a couple business questions.
Sure.
And if I ask you for anything secret, don't tell me. Okay, it's being recorded, so I don't want you to give away secrets. It's my understanding that each franchisee, like you, owns one store.
Absolutely.
And no more than one.
Well, you can actually own up to 3 now.
Okay.
So they've opened the gates for that. There's a lot of operators that are very successful in, developing leadership, driving sales, and so forth. So they actually can apply for a second location. If they're doing well there, then they can apply for a third. It just depends on, a lot of things.
How they do. Would those 3 locations be in the same community? Or
they have to be within about 10 to 15 miles of each location.
But here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Chick-fil-A's. No, 5.
Yep.
Right?
Now Ames were 6 in the market, Des Moines market.
And how many franchisees are there? 6?
All 6, yes.
Okay. So if somebody decides to put another one here in central Iowa, you'd have that opportunity to maybe build one.
Possibly.
All right. So what's if I were to walk in, I had restaurants for years and years and years here in town, not as good as Chick-fil-A. There's, mom and pop stuff.
Sure.
If I walked in the back door of your restaurant, what do you hope, Cody, as the owner and franchisee, what do you hope that I feel?
I feel that you have a sense of cleanliness, that we really take pride in what we do. Every day we're going to serve with excellence. So that starts, if you do walk in the back door, you're going to see a very clean kitchen. You're going to see everything that's handmade, hand chopped daily. You're going to see chicken that's breaded. We don't have anything that comes in artificially and processed there. So we take pride in our processes and systems that we have in place. And then our people is our second thing. That we really pride ourselves in the people that make you feel really good when you come in, the hospitality that you see and the overall guest experience that you have.
All right, so are you delivered fresh chicken and then you bread it and cook it?
Yes, actually it comes in a frozen process, but then we have about a 24-hour thawing process that all of the products go through, and then we hand bread each individually, and then we have a grill that takes care of our grill products as well.
Okay. This is a rhetorical question for you, but I have to ask, why is Chick-fil-A so good? Because it is. I mean, I can go to any chicken store or hamburger store or restaurant and order a chicken sandwich, and they aren't as good as yours.
Absolutely. It derives on the people. The product is good in itself, but the people really make the difference. And Truett always said, our founder of Chick-fil-A, Truett Cathy, he said, we're not in the chicken business, we're in the people business. So we just use chicken as a platform to reach and serve others. And that goes back to the overall hospitality and guest experience.
All right. Why not have burgers on the menu too?
That's interesting. So amidst the burger craze back in the mid-'40s, that's what Truett pioneered, was the original chicken sandwich. And so he wanted to do something different and branch out in that way to be his own entrepreneur. And so that's what the platform he used to move forward, and that's how we've been successful for the past 70 years.
So you don't see yourself adding a quarter pounder soon?
Absolutely not.
Okay. By the way, your salads are really good too. I have a salad off in there, and it's fresh. And one of the things the other day I noticed, I went through the drive-thru, I got my salad, up, eat it, and the chicken was still hot.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, but that was awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, I would prefer to have a hot piece of chicken or hot chicken piece on a cold salad.
Sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you very much.
So what if I worked for you at Chick-fil-A, what would be one of those things that I would mean to me?
Yeah, absolutely. So our biggest takeaway is just really from a hospitality standpoint. You always hear "my pleasure." It's just 2 words that really mean a whole lot to Truett as he founded the business. And so when you walk away from us, when you leave that, you're going to hear "my pleasure." And that's not because we ingrain that in people. It's when we hire them, we're hiring their hearts, and so that's already ingrained in them from their parents' upbringing. And so just for them to articulate that in a sense of making you feel secure, that we've taken great pride in caring for you personally.
But I'm going to give you a big head again, but your staff is better.
Thank you.
I mean, within a 3-block radius here, how many places do I have that I can walk into and eat? Is there 10?
Yeah.
Or more?
More than that, probably.
your staff is by far superb.
Absolutely.
Would you just get lucky? You pray only good people come and apply? I mean...
Definitely, we know that prayer is everything, and the Lord has definitely provided us with a great staff. But when we have a thorough interview process, and we really want to have people that can genuinely serve with honor, dignity, and respect, and that's with their current co-workers as well. But then serving you as the guest, we should hopefully show you that and display that humility as well.
All right. Other than eating more chicken, here's my last question. Other than eating more chicken, what can our community do for you, Nicole, Hank, and your group?
Yeah, definitely pray for us. Welcome us with open arms. We're bringing some Southern hospitality to you, so you may see us open doors for you, or serve in any way we can. Definitely just come support our business, and helps us grow our family, and we actually have one on the way, so that would help. Oh, good. Help put some more diapers in the pail.
There you go.
Everything else. So.
Well, I told you that I had restaurants, and I did mom type restaurants.
Yeah.
But now don't tell anybody. But I got a mean hot sauce for some ribs, so I'll cook some ribs one day, and you can come over.
Hey, that sounds great.
Yeah. All right. Cody Hopper. He is the new owner, franchisee, and operator of the new Chick-fil-A here on Merle Hay Road, 4040
Merle Hay Road.
4040 Merle Hay Road. And glad to have him here. Glad to have him and his wife and their son, Hank, and one on the way into our community. And so if you get a chance to go over there, just tell Cody hi. And tell him to say hi to Hank. Who? Why not, right? For the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce, I'm J. Michael McCoy for Uniquely Urbandale.